What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Worthy Prince here, bringing you a new video, and today we're talking about defending your castle. Oh yes, we're talking about defending your castle. Now, what will happen eventually is what has happened to me this morning. That being said, I have lost my shield. It's gone. I've had it up for 6 days now, but my shield has finally gone, and I haven't got any more shield items in my bag to keep my shield up anymore. Now, I've had it up for a bit extra than most people, probably because I had a few extra gems to buy some more, but right now I'm not buying any packs at the moment, and I just want to show you guys how to defend your castle without having to purchase shields. The first thing to do is not panic. Really, honestly, don't panic. Even if you get hit, don't panic. There's ways of defending yourself, so they hit you, you're on fire, and they're thinking, yeah, I'm doing great, but actually they're not really doing any damage to you at all. So I'm just going to run over some tactics and tips on what to do so you don't have to panic if your shield does go down and you get under attack. Okay, next to your castle, you can see your shelter. This thing is awesome. It's so good. What you want to do, even if you're online, if you're not using your troops and you're not marching anywhere, you're just sitting in your base doing research and stuff, put your troops in the shelter just to keep them safe. You click on it, go for 12 hours, click OK. There we go. Leader, all my T2 and a little bit of my T1. Press go. 58,560 troops are now sitting in that shelter for 12 hours, and it doesn't matter whether I get hit by a level 1 or a level 25 beast T4 base. Them troops in that shelter, they're not going to get hurt. They're sitting in there, they're having a cup of tea, a couple of scones and croissants, and they're just chilling. So don't worry about it, they're absolutely fine now. As for the remaining troops I've got in my base, the 12,865 T1s, now they're just sitting there, and they're going to stay there. I'm not doing nothing with those, because if the base gets hit, they're going to go in the hospital. At the moment, my hospitals can hold 46,550 troops. If the T1 go into hospital, it's not a problem. They cost so small amount to get out of hospital. And the good thing with T1s, when you try and heal T1s, there's no wait time. You don't have to wait, for them to heal. Just press the heal button. As long as you've got enough resources to heal them, they're going to go straight back into the training grounds, out of the hospitals immediately. The T2s, on the other hand, they take time. If you have a couple of thousand T2 sitting in your hospital, you're going to be waiting a couple of hours to get them out of hospital. If you've got any of these speed ups here, these ones here with the red crosses on them, they're the ones you use for the T2, T3 and T4 to get them out of the hospitals and speed things up a little bit. But I haven't had to use those yet. Hopefully I won't have to, but they're there just in case. Okay, so that is what you do with your troops when you're in your base and when you're away from your base, just to protect them, okay? If you do get hit, they're not going to hurt no troops because they're all safe. They're going to take some RSS, and that brings me to my next point. Your vault protects your RSS. My level 11 vault protects 636,000. With each level, it goes up, okay? The reason why it's not 600 and it's a bit more is because there's research you can do to boost it. So my level 11 vault protects 600, but if I go to my research, go to economy, you can see, where is it? Here, vault management, because that's level 3, it's giving it a boost. So you can boost your warehouse, your vault, to store a bit more. I've got a bit more ore in there than I should. I got 1.7. I think I hit the wrong item yesterday and put a bit too much ore in there. But the point is, if you've got your resources lower than the amount that you can protect, they're not going to be taking no resources either, except for coin. You will lose your coin. So don't put too much of that in your base if you can help it, or if you're about to get hit, send it to one of your guild friends and then they can send it back after the hit's finished. When you get to stronghold or castle 25, you do get coin protection. It's a long way off for me yet, and for probably quite a fair few of you guys too, but yeah, 25, you do get coin protection. I do know this. Where is it? Maybe it's on the vault. Hang on. There it is. Level 25 unlocks gold protection. So eventually you can protect your gold, but for the time being, just use what you need. And this brings me to my final point about RSS. Keep your RSS in your bag. it can't get taken in your bag. It's safe and sound. You can see in my bag, I've got millions of food, absolute millions of stone, and so on and so forth. And basically, the way I do this is every time I want to do a building or a research, I see how much RSS I'm going to need, and then I take out of my bag what I need just to do that research or just to train those troops. I don't like stocking and holding on to loads of RSS, apart from on this one occasion where I hit the wrong button, but I don't on the ore 1.75 million or something. But the point is, do it that way and you're not going to be losing RSS when you hit. The only thing you will lose, and another thing I would really strongly recommend, if you're not going to be able to properly defend a hit in the early part of the game, don't build traps. Waste of time. Waste of time, honestly. Waste of resources, because they're just going to get destroyed. I have built traps because I'm actually planning on taking a hit, depending on what's coming at me. So I did build traps. I've got 21,000 traps at the moment. T2 and T1s. But don't build traps when you first start off, because you're going to hide your troops, your RSS is protected, you're going to get hit, your traps are all going to be destroyed, and you've spent hours and quite a bit of resources building them. Don't start building traps until you at least get to T2. I didn't build any of them traps until I got to T2. Now, if someone does hit me, I'm going to be doing everything I can to establish if I can take that hit. When the castle port's next to me, I'm going to be looking at their castle level, their VIP level. I'm going to be scouting them to see if I can see any T3 or anything. You know, your watchtower, as soon as the deployment deploys, click on that and see if you can see what's coming. If it's anything you feel like you can't defend, it takes 2 seconds to quickly jump into your shelter and send your troops in there. And then you can recall them out when you're done. There's no limit to how many times you can do this. Recall them back in. Auto assemble, puts all the highest tier in, bang, they're back in there. What you can do later on as well, just another little tip, is if you go to your bag, go to the store, go to combat, go down, and you will be able to see, where is it? Army size boost, 20% and 50%. Now these are not cheap, they're quite a lot of gems. But if you're a paid player and you've got the gems, or you're a free-to-play player and you've saved up the gems, you can buy yourself a 20% or a 50% army boost and boost the size of your deployment, especially the 50% one. So instead of having 58,000 in there, you can probably get that up to about 80,000 and put more of your troops in there. Okay, if you've got more troops than this as well, if you've not got a small amount like I have at the moment, if you've got like 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 troops, you can apply that army boost, put whatever you can into here, okay, and then go to your world map and set up a ghost rally. With a ghost rally, you want to just basically quickly, let's just say someone's right next to me, I'm about to get attacked. What you do is you quickly go onto the world map, you quickly move over just a little bit, you don't have to go too far. This guy here, level 6, click on him. He's 82,000, he's not going to be too much of a threat. What you want to do is you want to click on rally attack, click it for 8 hours. I'm not going to do it right now, but 8 hours, go in there, put as many troops as you can in, all your higher tier troops, and click send. That's going to take all them troops out of your base and it's going to put them into that rally for 8 hours. It means they're protected. Okay? So you've got your troops in your shelter, you've got a load of troops in the rally. And then the last thing you can do is, if you still have got more troops you want to protect, more high tier troops, you can move away from your base as far as possible, click on an RSS tile and gather, and just send gathering deployments. Keep your troops moving, okay? If your troops are moving, they cannot be hurt, okay? Don't send them to camps. That's the worst thing you possibly can do. If you send your troops over here to a camp and press occupy, they get halfway there, what the other person can do is teleport onto the spot you're sending your troops, and as soon as your troops get there, they'll hit his base and die. So don't set camps. That's probably the worst tactic you can do. 3 things: put them into the little hidey hole in your turf, your shelter. Do a ghost rally. Keep them troops safe. Send your troops on long marches across the map to different resource tiles. You do all this, and all your troops are going to be safe. You're going to be taking hits. Yeah, you'll be burning, but they're not going to be getting nothing, and eventually they'll have enough of not getting nothing and move on, and then you can bring all your troops back in. Okay, so there we go. That's how you defend with no shields. Obviously, the easiest way to defend is to just go here, and just press spy on an 8-hour shield and just apply it, and then you're all good. You ain't got to worry about doing any of that stuff. But there are ways of defending without having to buy them shields. Okay, that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to go through some defending tactics with you. Hopefully these defending tactics will help you not get too burnt bad when you're in the game. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll be back with you soon with more content. Peace out.